Hello everyone. Already we have studied the working and a simple construction of single phase induction motor. Now, from that construction and working of single phase induction motor, we have seen that by using the double field revolving theory, if we consider a single phase AC supply that will be operating in a reverse direction, that's why this single phase induction motor is not self-starting. Just have a small recap. We understand due to the as we are providing a single phase supply and the torque producing which is pulsating. That's why the single phase induction motor is not self-starting. Now, to make the single phase induction motor, we need to consider in case of a single phase, we will be imagining or we will be connecting another phase to create a proper torque to start the motor. So to overcome this drawback and make the motor self-starting, it is temporarily converted into two-phase motor during starting period. So when the starting is done, then that phase or that winding will be cut out from the winding. So for this purpose, what is happening? The stator of a single phase motor is provided with an extra winding, which is known as stator winding, in addition to the main or running winding. So look at the pit diagram. If we consider the main winding, so there is 90-degree electrical apart. There will be considering another auxiliary winding which is used for starting purpose only. The two windings are spaced 90-degree electrically apart and are connected in parallel across the single phase supply. Here, so those things means the main winding and the starting winding, the main winding and the auxiliary winding are connected in parallel to create two parallel phase. That's why there should be a starting torque. It is so arranged that the phase difference between the current in the two stator winding is very large. As it is connected in parallel, the phase difference is very large. Hence, the motor behaves like a two-phase motor. This two current produces a revolving flux, as we have studied for the three-phase motor. So, this two current produce a revolving flux and hence make the motor self-starting. So that is done by this is the process. We can make the motor self-starting by using another winding which is known as auxiliary winding with the main winding. Here, so two windings, main winding and the starting winding. Main winding is connected with the auxiliary winding by which is 90-degree apart electrically. To be very, you need to understand 90-degree electrical means already we have studied for in the alternator, that is the distance, the electrical distance between two poles, one north and another south. The electrical distance between the two different poles, that is north pole and the south pole, is 180 degrees. So there must, in between these two poles, there must be another auxiliary winding which is 90-degree apart. So, which is used to create the starting torque. Now, depending upon the method of starting, there are various type of single phase induction motor. The first one is known as split phase motor or the resistance start motor. The second one is capacitor start but induction run. Capacitor start, induction run motor. Third one, capacitor start, capacitor run motor. Fourth one, double value capacitor motor. And the last one is shaded pole motor. So they are having very simple construction and individually we need to study the various construction and the applications. So first one, the split phase motor, or which is also known as resistance phase motor, resistance start motor rather. The split phase motor or the resistance start motor. So obviously, as we know, to make the induction motor self-starting, there must be two things. First one is the main winding and second one is a starting winding. Look at the, by using a centrifugal switch, those two windings are connected in parallel. This one and this one, as the current is being divided, so these are connected in parallel. Now the stator is provided with a single phase winding, which is one is main winding and the another one is auxiliary winding. The two windings are placed 90-degree electrical apart and are connected in parallel across a single phase AC supply. The main winding has low resistance. Try to understand. The main winding has low resistance, but whereas the starting winding has high resistance but low reactance. So this is the main thing. As we know, already studied, for the case of three-phase, to have a high starting torque, we need to have the high resistance in the starting winding. That's why the main winding have low resistance, but the auxiliary winding has the high resistance but low reluctance. Clear? As done for the case of three-phase also. The resistance of the starting winding may be increased by connecting a high resistance in series or by choosing a high resistance with fine copper wire for winding purpose. Clear? As we have increased the starting torque for the three-phase induction motor by connecting a high resistance during starting. That thing is done here also. We are using a high resistance in the auxiliary winding. So this resistance start motors are used in small machine tools, duplicating machines and oil burners, etc. These are the application of resistance start motor. Now, the second one is capacitor start induction run motor. What is happening? As from in the previous diagram, the main winding is here, the auxiliary winding is also there, but with the auxiliary winding, another electrolytic capacitor is connected in series. With the auxiliary winding, another electrolytic capacitor is connected with the series, which is used in the starting purpose. So this motor is similar to the split phase induction motor, except that the starting winding has as many turns as the main winding. Means the starting winding resistance has become less right now. For the resistance start, the auxiliary winding having high resistance, but right now the resistances are equal. In this motor, the capacitor is connected in series with the starting winding, which takes leading current. As the capacitor is used only at start, it is rated for intermittent duty, that is, and the cost is which decreases. So as the capacitor is intermittent duty, means we can use several times. A relatively small AC electrolytic type capacitor is used. The motor has a high starting torque, about 1.5 times the full load torque. So when the rotor speed reaches 70 to 80% of the normal speed, then the centrifugal switch is disconnected electrically from the circuit and the motor runs continue till power is on. So this part is applicable for both the split phase and the capacitor start, capacitor run also. Thus when the centrifugal switch will be on during the starting period, and when the rotor speed reaches 70 to 80%, we will open the centrifugal switch. We will disconnect the centrifugal, we will disconnect the auxiliary winding by opening the centrifugal switch. Clear? So this is the mainly using, means there are a lot of use of this capacitor start induction run motor. They are used for the refrigerator, drilling machine, lathe machine, pumps, printing press, compressor, large fans, high inertial load, etc. Now, the next thing is capacitor start, capacitor run motor. So in the previous case, we are disconnecting the capacitor, but here we are not disconnecting the capacitor. The auxiliary winding will be continuing the supply. So in this motor, there is no centrifugal switch. So the capacitor remains in the circuit, help to improve the power factor under running condition. The power factor, as we know, the power factor of the three-phase induction motor is very less. That's why this capacitor will help the improve the power factor. The power factor of this motor under running condition is high. The operation is also quiet and smooth. The torque under running condition is also higher than the capacitor start split phase type motor. Clear? That is, the running torque is also very high. And the main main application you can see in our home also, that is the permanent capacitor induction motors are used where low torque is required, that is ceiling fan, table fan, etc. In our fan application, you can see the capacitors, so which is all the time connected to the load. Now the next one is double or two value capacitor motor. That is, for the starting purpose, in place of a single capacitor, we are using a double capacitor. Both will be using for starting, and another one will be using for running also. That is known as double value capacitor motor. That is, this type of motor employs two capacitors. First one, start capacitor, and the second one is run capacitor. The start capacitor is rated for short rating and is used for starting. The run capacitor is rated for continuous duty as it is used under running condition also. A centrifugal switch is used to disconnect the start capacitor. Now we are using the centrifugal switch again to disconnect the start capacitor when the motor has reached about 70 to 80% of its full load speed. The starting torque is about 2 to 2.5 times of its full load torque. This motor is useful when the motor has start against heavy load, that is room cooler, refrigerator, compressor, etc. Okay, those are the application of this two or double value capacitor motor. So that's the difference is in the capacitor start, capacitor run means here first one, capacitor start induction wind. We are using a centrifugal switch. The second one, we are not using the centrifugal switch. And the third one, two capacitors are there. One is connected with the centrifugal and the other one is connected with the continuous supply during run. And the last one is the shaded pole motor. That is, the shaded pole motor is very popular rating below 0.5 HP, that is almost 40 watts, because of its simple construction. The shaded pole motor has a stator consisting of salient poles of a squirrel cage rotor. So what is happening? The main winding is wound on the entire pole. You can see the diagram. The main winding is wound on the entire pole section. When the AC supply is given, but a portion of each pole is surrounded by a short-circuited turn of copper strip called shading pole. Main winding will be surrounded the whole pole, but this whole pole is some portion of the main pole is connected with the shaded copper pole. A portion of each pole is surrounded by the short-circuited turn of copper strip called the shading coil and made up of copper. So when the AC supply is given to the stator winding, the shaded pole motor, due to shading provided on the salient pole, a rotating magnetic field is produced due to the shaded copper band. Because of the small starting torque developed in the motor, the relative large power loss in the shading pole. So the application is small fans, toy, hair dryer, etc. So there we can use the shaded pole meter. So this is the end of your single phase induction motor.